Matthew 6:16 through 18. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head, wash thy face, that thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Again, hypocrites, false converts, and shallow believers do spiritual things to be seen of men. And Jesus says that that's your only reward. That's the only benefit you're going to get. If you're not doing it from a pure heart for the Lord Jesus, and you're just doing it to go to church, to be seen of men, whatever it might be, then that is your reward. The empty praise of men is your reward instead of the glorious praise of God. So fasting, Jesus addresses fasting here. Fasting is very relevant in the New Testament. We should continue to fast and to pray, because this is Jesus addressing New Testament believers, right? He wasn't addressing Old Testament saints here. He was addressing people who followed him and believed in him, and he was teaching about fasting. Very important topic. But fasting is, again, another topic that is attacked by modern Bible translations. There are many parts of the Bible that have been changed. Prayer, fasting, these are major things. And this tells me that it's still very relevant. If Satan is attacking the doctrine of fasting, it tells me that it's important for us to do. So let me go over some of that with you in the modern translations again. The modern Bibles have removed completely instances of fasting from their translations. Remember that passage in the Bible where the disciples couldn't cast out a demon. No matter how hard they tried, they couldn't cast out a demon. They were unable. And they come to Jesus and ask him, why can't we cast out this demon? And Jesus says to them in Matthew 17:21, howbeit, this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting. Okay, so sometimes both prayer and fasting are required to overcome certain challenges in life. Fasting is a powerful weapon for the serious disciple and for the Christian. Okay, so can we fast one day for the Lord? Is it that hard to just put aside our fleshly desires and to fast for a single day for the Lord? Now, it might be hard if you haven't done it for a while. If you're, if you have a bad diet, if you're intaking a lot of sugar, you're going to crave more sugar. You're going to crave more food. The more you take, the more you're going to crave. And it might be harder, but you have to break that cycle and fast unto the Lord. It gets easier the more often you do it. But, in Matthew 17:21, where Jesus says, this kind doesn't come out but by prayer and fasting. You need both. This is completely removed. Fasting is this whole verse, Matthew 17:21, is completely removed from the NIV. It's not even in there. If you look in the NIV, it goes from Matthew 17:20 to Matthew 17:22. It says 21, it's just blank. And there's an asterisk there usually, depending on which publishing house you have. They might do that in different ways, but often it's just removed. There's an asterisk there and with a footnote, and they just outright just forget the verse. They leave it out. It's not even in there. So that whole instruction isn't in there. So instead of Jesus telling them, that what to do, and instead of Jesus giving the disciples the solution, that fasting and prayer would help to increase their faith so they could cast out that demon, the solution itself is removed from the NIV. So why is that? Why is fasting removed from the NIV? The ESV does the same, NLT does the same, and so does even the NASB in this instance. So if you turn to any of these Bibles, they're gone. In a parallel account in Mark 9:29, the King James says, and he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting. In the NIV, the ESV, the NLT, and the NASB, it says, and he said to them, this kind cannot be driven out by anything but prayer. He just says by prayer. He leaves out and fasting. Fasting is removed from Mark 9:29. Look up these verses. Pull it up online, compare in the different translations, get a print version and check it out. It's just removed. So why are the modern Bibles attacking fasting? It's because it's an important weapon, spiritual weapon in the arsenal of the modern day Christian. The church is not fasting. It's one of the reasons, we're in the shape that we're in.